Diablo Immortal is coming to our pockets, and today I'm talking to a veteran player who played on PC and console and getting his thoughts. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today I'm here with Chisgule, another mobile gamer on the channel today. And it just so happens that Chisgule was a big-time Diablo player on PC and console in days of old. What's going on, Chisgule? How you doing today, brother?
Hey, my friend. Thank you so much for having me on your channel.
It's a pleasure. We've had you on a few times before for other games, but today is the start of something new. We're talking Diablo Immortal, and being that you're a veteran at the game, sinking hundreds, maybe thousands of hours into Diablo, I thought you would be a great person to talk about some of the controversy behind the game. But before we get into any of that, I want to give credit for this gameplay to MF Pallytime, who is another YouTuber who was over at BlizzCon. This footage is from his channel. I'll be linking that in the description below. Make sure you go check him out and give him a subscription, as well as Chisgule's channel, which will be linked down below as well. He focuses on mobile strategy games. So, Chisgule, we're watching some gameplay right now of the game at BlizzCon. I have to say, it looks amazing, especially for a mobile game. Now, for myself, my channel focuses on mobile games. Your channel does the same, but we need to talk about why is everyone from the PC and console community so upset about Diablo coming to exclusively mobile. I'm going to hand the mic over to you for a second, just so you can kind of talk about your thoughts on that initially.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing I got to do is establish my Diablo resume. So maybe
Yes.
I talk a little bit about my because I'm not like one of the top ranked Diablo players every season on the ladder, but I have pushed the ladder in the past. With Crusader, was in the top 10 for the majority of the season before I finally said, okay, I think I'm going to focus on other stuff. And I actually did that on console. Had a bunch of friends that were playing Diablo on console, which got me back into it. We were doing that for a while together as a group. Ton of fun. I actually have a funny story about that. I don't know if that's too off topic for you or not.
Go for it, man.
Well, so I remember I was hanging out with like one of my best friends, and I was a kid at the time, okay? And I get a call from my dad, and he's like, "Hey, so just picked up this game Diablo. This is what it's about." And my friend invited me over for dinner, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I can't. Like, I gotta go home. I have this other thing I gotta do."
Yeah, I can
And I
totally see that
bailed
happening.
to play Diablo.
Listen, we all have a story like that with some game. If you're a true gamer, that's happened in your life, and I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah, so this style of game is something I've been into for a very, very long time. Love Diablo, and my perspective, I'll admit, is a little bit jaded because I'm really into mobile games now. So I'm super pumped that it's coming to mobile devices. Now, why is that? In part because I can play anywhere. So I think that is a really, really big advantage for the game being available on mobile. I travel for work, so being able to take it with me really, really easily everywhere I go, I think is really awesome. The other thing that I really like, personally, about it being on a mobile device is that everybody's got a smartphone.
Right. And I think when this was announced, that was kind of the selling point that Blizzard was kind of just holding on to. And as we saw from that video, that wasn't actually what happened. They figured everyone would be so excited because now you could play Diablo anywhere you go. And for us mobile people, that's awesome news. But for the classic community that doesn't focus on mobile, they weren't happy about it.
Yeah, well, let's talk about what changes, because I think it is really, really relevant. And having gone from PC to console, I think is going to feel like a similar jump, because when you're on the PC, you've got the maximum control. You got a mouse, you got a keyboard. So I imagine the jump is really similar from going PC to console as it would be going yet again to a mobile device. And the challenge when you make that jump is that you lose some amount of control over what your character can actually do and how you deploy your skills.
And that's typical of any game going from PC to console. The control is limited. And that's something I've heard a lot of people complain about, are the lack of controls. And looking at the gameplay on the screen right now, what I'm seeing are 6 buttons on the screen, which is nothing compared to what a computer and a keyboard could actually actually offer. And that's one of the arguments that the PC community is making.
Yeah, so there is a not small amount of button mashing that goes into your classic Diablo play, where essentially I remember trying to basically jam 3 or 4 buttons all at once on the Xbox controller, making sure my cooldowns are up constantly,
Yeah.
keeping my Crusader safe. Because at the higher ends of content, you have one of your protective skills fall off for a second or two, and you get melted pretty quickly. So I don't know how exactly that would work on mobile, but I think it could move in a pretty good direction if what that means is there's less button mashing and more purposeful, skillful deployment
Mm-hmm.
of the different skills that are available to you. Because look, the button mashing was a lot of fun. It actually is sort of tiring after hours and hours of doing greater rifts.
Carpal tunnel, maybe?
Pushing, yeah, well, when you're farming, and a lot of Diablo is farming.
Mm-hmm.
That said,
So, of course, controls are going to be different than what PC and console gamers are used to, but there is a whole community out there that are mobile gamers like you and myself that are excited about this game actually coming to mobile. Now, a quick story about myself. I was a console gamer for years, hardcore. Then I got myself into PC gaming, and then I had kids and time wasn't available the way that it had been in the past, so now I made my way over to mobile gaming. There's a lot of people in my position and a lot of people that don't have the rig or the console to play any Diablo games. So there is going to be a community that's excited about this game coming to mobile.
I think the real question and challenge will be how skillful a level of play can you accomplish? Because I think that the one of the key arguments, without claiming to fully represent everyone's opinions, and again, I'm
Mhm.
biased,
Yep.
but one argument is like, look, you can be way more skillful on a PC and way more purposeful with what you're doing than you can on a mobile device. And I think the extent to which they can still keep that action RPG feel while elevating the level of skill required to play, then I think it's still going to be a lot of fun and also still keep that flavor of just running around, kind of smashing a lot of, your enemies, which typically is demons.
Yep. I'll tell you, we're not going to change the PC gamer's mind about this game coming to mobile devices. It's just not going to happen because if you're a PC gamer, you want to play on the PC. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a huge mobile community that's excited about this game coming to mobile and going to fall in love with it. That's my bet, at least. I know it's going to fit my lifestyle. And are you going to play this game, Chisgule?
Absolutely. It's a Diablo game, so I have to play. I'm very much looking forward to trying it out and probably playing the heck out of it and putting videos on my channel.
Yes, and again, Chisgule does do strategy videos on his channel, so you can check him out. Again, that's going to be a link in the description below. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, why don't you go ahead and do that right now? Make sure you hit the bell as well for daily videos. But Chisgule, one last tip before we get out of here. I log into Diablo Immortal for the first time. What class should I start out with?
Oh, baby. So that's the moneymaker question. What class do I choose?
Mhm.
Okay, couple thoughts.
It's never
If
an
the
easy answer
classes-
with you, man. It's never an easy
No,
answer.
it's all strategic and deeply
know.
thoughtful and way overthought. You're a smasher, right?
Typically, I'm a smasher, yeah. Barbarian?
So for you, I mean, it's either barbarian or it's monk or it's crusader.
Okay.
One of those would be the pick. You seem like a barbarian kind of guy to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Run in, smash like a madman. I've always played crusader primarily. Dabbling in the wizard, dabbling in the demon hunter, just to try out stuff that's a little different. Crusader is where it's at for me.
Well, why don't we have people that are watching this video in the comments below give your suggestion as to what class I should start out playing when the game actually drops. Chisgule, man, I appreciate your expertise with this game. I want to have you back again multiple times doing just this, talking about what is to come with Diablo Immortal, and who knows, maybe we'll be playing the game together in a couple of months.
My friend, it's all but guaranteed we'll be playing together. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming down on the channel and sharing your thoughts about Diablo Immortal coming to mobile devices. What do you got to say before we get out of here?
No, start to think about what class you want to play, because when the game comes out, let's hit the ground running.
I hear you, man. Thanks again. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you come follow me over on Twitter at EchoThroughMe, and I'll see all you guys back here later on today with another video. Until then, be good.